Hello dear students of the 3rd prep grade and welcome to a new episode of our program. This is our weekly episode of science, and on this episode we'll be discussing and explaining the second part of lesson 2 of unit 2, lenses, with our teacher of science, Mr. Muhammad Mahmoud. Hello Mr. Muhammad and welcome to the program.
Hello Yasser, thank you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes.
Well, this is the second part. Of course, we already started this lesson on our previous episode. So let's carry on with the rest of this lesson. And actually, I'd like you to hold a comparison, first of all, between real image and virtual image.
Okay. Firstly, hello dear students. In this episode, we will talk about the second part of lesson 2. As you know, lesson 2 is talking about the lenses, and we know the definition and the main points as uses of lenses in the first part of this lesson, and we know the main component or the main concepts in the lenses as center of curvature, optical center, principal axis, secondary axis, radius of curvature, and focal length with focus. So here we have to know how can we compare between, as Yasser said here, how can we compare between the two images as real and virtual image. We know from the previous lesson as lesson of mirrors, we know how can we differentiate between virtual and real image according to the receiving on the screen and according to the formation by the reflecting rays in the mirrors. But here we talk about the refracting light rays. So let's go to complete or to compare between the real and virtual image from the point of lenses in this lesson, dear students. So here we have on the monitor, we have to compare between real image and virtual image. As you see here, we have a real image, which means what? It is the image that can be received on the screen. Can be received on a screen. يعني أقدر استقبله على شاشة زي ما بنقولها بالعربي. يعني can be received on the screen. So if we have a give reason here, as we have real image and we have virtual image. Real image, if we have give reason, for example, as image through concave mirror or convex lens is real image. Although because this image can be received on what? On a screen. يعني this answer of the real image, and we have this answer. If we have the answer as a give reason for here, for example, so how can we answer this question? We can answer according to what? Here we talk in lenses because this image is formed due to intersection of refracted rays or refracted light rays. So here we have, how can we answer this give reason for, as we have here answer, and this answer we deal to this give reason as or this answer as a give reason, we have here the answer. So here we have virtual image, and virtual image is what? Is the image, or it is the image that can't be or cannot be received on a screen. Received on a screen. يعني هنا we can't receive this image on a screen, which means virtual أو not real, or زي ما نقول بالعربي تقدير، يعني مش حقيقي. So here if we have any give reason for as image through convex mirror or concave lens is what? Is virtual. Although because this image cannot be received on a screen. Cannot be received on a screen. So if we have this answer as give reason for here, if we have this answer as give reason for why this image can't be received on a screen, Here we answer why. Because this image is formed how? Due to intersection of extensions of what? Extensions. Here we have a difference, a great difference between real and virtual image. Here we have formed due to intersection of extensions of what? Of refracted light rays. So here, dear students, we can differentiate between virtual image and real image according to the formation or the receiving on a screen and according to the concept of the formation of each one of them. I hope, dear students, from this point you can differentiate really between the real image and virtual image. So we have a next point in this lesson as we have to know the light ray or the behavior of light ray through lenses. We have lenses as glasses or contact lenses or telescope or microscope. The uses of lenses in our life, we have glasses, microscope, telescope, contact lenses, and so on. So how can we act or deal to the behavior of light through the lenses? Here we have to mention the concept or the refracted light rays according to the way of incidence of the light ray. So here we have the first case, as you see here in front of you on the monitor. The incident ray passes through the optical center. As you see here, the light ray passes through the optical center from this direction. Okay, so the light ray passes through the optical center here as P. So the light ray complete its direction without refraction. So if the incident ray passes through the optical center of the lens, how can we answer? It complete its direction without refraction. So here we talk about what? We talk about the passing of light ray through optical center. And we know what is meant by optical center from the first
point.
part.
The what point?
The what point as optical center?
Yeah.
Optical center is the midpoint between the two faces. Optical center is the midpoint between the two faces of the lens.
Through which the incident ray passes without refraction.
Without refraction,
Yeah.
completely without refraction, as passing in the air. Without any other different density of the medium.
All right, we've got Jana's parent on the phone. اهلا وسهلا بحضرتك.
الو
اهلا وسهلا بحضرتك.
اهلا بيك، مساء الخير.
مساء
ممكن
الخير.
اكلم المستر بعد اذنك؟
اتفضلي معاكي المستر.
معايا سؤالين بعد اذنك.
اتفضلي.
السؤال الاول give reason
Give
when speed increase
when what?
speed
Speed, yes.
increase
Increases, yes.
the distance increase.
When the speed increases, the distance,
increase.
yes,
number
increases.
2 بعد اذنك.
The first question.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Mass is scalar quantity.
Okay.
While weight is vector quantity.
يبقى mass is
Scalar
scalar
quantity,
quantity
while weight is
while weight, yes,
is vector quantity.
is vector quantity.
بس كده، ميرسي
اوكي شكرا لحضرتك
Okay.
والدة جنى من القاهرة.
شكرا.
So we have here to give reasons from one from lesson 1 in unit 1 and one from lesson 3 in unit 1. Number 1, here we have when speed increases the distance increases. نكمل السؤال بس. Distance increases. From the first lesson we know how can we deal with speed, distance and time. We have speed equal distance over time. Distance over time. So here we have speed here and distance here. And we know the relation between speed and distance are what? Are directly proportional, which means if the distance increases, the speed increases and the vice versa. So here, when speed increases, the distance increases because the speed and distance are what? Are directly proportional. يعني لو واحد فيهم increase أو زاد, the other will increase also. So, and we have at the same time the relation between speed and time is inversely proportional. If the speed increase, the time will decrease. يعني كل ما امشي بسرعة كل ما كده هوصل في وقت أقل. يبقى the relation between speed and distance is directly proportional. If one of them increase, the other will increase also. And the relation between speed and time is inversely proportional. If one of them increase, the other will decreases. The first question. And we have at the same time, next question, as mass is a scalar quantity or physical quantity, while weight is a vector quantity. يعني one of them is a scalar and the other is while vector اللي هو الويت اللي هو الوزن زي ما نقول and mass اللي هي الكتلة. So here we talk about or we answer according to scalar and according to weight as what? As vector. So we can differentiate between the two quantities according to the definition. How come? Because mass as a scalar, because mass is identified by what? By magnitude only. By what? By magnitude only. While vector or weight as vector اللي هو الوزن. Okay? While weight is identified يعني بعرفه by magnitude and what? And direction. So here we can differentiate between as comparison between scalar and vector physical quantity from that definition as a comparison between the two quantities.
All right, we also got Ahmed's parent on the phone. مساء الخير. مساء الخير.
الجميل اللي بيقدمها لنا والشغل الرائع بجد. ميرسي لمستر محمد. انا مدام غاده يا مستر محمد. ميرسي جدا على ذوق حضرتك وميرسي على الشغل الجامد اللي حضرتك بتعلمه لاولادنا.
ميرسي جدا. شكرا.
ميرسي يا مستر محمد. سلام عليكم. شكرا.
وشكرا لحضرتك.
شكرا. سلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
مفيش questions؟
لا هي ما عندهاش questions النهارده. طيب نكمل. احنا كده خلصنا السؤالين.
البوينت اللي هي according to the path of or passing of light through the optical center. As we know, optical center, no refraction of light. Light complete its direction without refraction. D number 1. And we have another behavior of light. As light passes parallel to the principal axis, and we know principal axis is a straight line passing between or connects between the two centers of curvature. And the optical center at the same time, because optical center locate between the two centers of curvature of the lens. So here on the monitor we have incident light ray parallel to the principal axis. How can we deal with light in this case? If the light ray, as you see here, passes parallel to the principal axis, as you see, like that, parallel to the principal axis. It will refract through the focus on the other side. On the other side. So here the light ray passes through the parallel to the principal axis, as you see here, parallel to the principal axis. يبقى will refract through what? Through focus, as you see here, يعني parallel from this direction to the principal axis here. It will refract on the other side, okay, through the focus from the other side, because we know the lenses have two foci, not like mirrors have or has one focus only. The third point here, if the light ray of the incident light ray passes through the focus, لو اللايت ray passes through the focus as the opposite case of the previous one، يعني حالة يعني عكس اللي فاتت. Light ray will pass through focus like that, as you see. It will refract parallel to the principal axis, as you see, like that. So here we have 3 rules. خلي بالنا. Okay? Okay? يبقى we have number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay? يبقى we have 3 cases, as you see here. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and any problem. نخلي بالنا. Any problem. Dear students, we will use in these problems on lenses, on mirrors from the previous lesson, and from this lesson we will use the 3 rules to solve any problem, as you see from these laws.
أولياء أمور كتير بيتصلوا بينا النهارده. معانا ولي أمر مايكل. أهلا وسهلا بحضرتك.
مساء الخير.
مساء الخير.
معلش انا كنت عايز اسال سؤال لمستر محمد.
اتفضل معاك مستر محمد.
مستر محمد، كان في سؤال اللي هو وجه مقارنه ما بين اللونج سايت
yes
والشورت سايت.
okay I got it. يعني compare between sorry between
compare between long sight and short sight.
compare between short and long sightedness.
تمام.
في أي سؤال آخر؟
في سؤال آخر خلاص. في اللي هو ال give reason.
give reason. Okay.
في الميرور has one.
mirror has one.
focus.
mirror has one focus. Yes. While. Yes. Lens
two foci.
Has two foci. Yes. Give reason 4. Okay. You have another one?
لا متشكر جدا يا استاذ محمد.
العفو.
شكرا لاتصال حضرتك. والد مايكل من القاهرة.
Okay, so here we have a comparison between short-sightedness and long-sightedness. قصر النظر وطول النظر. How come each one of them takes place؟ يعني بيحصل لنا ازاي some person
short-sighted and
long-sighted، يعني عنده يعني what is meant by short sight؟ short sight which means normal person البني آدم الطبيعي can see from 25 centimeter to 6 meters without glasses. More than or less than we have distorted in the vision. عندنا يبقى يعني زغلله في العين. يعني لو قربت حتى لو نظري 6/6 زي ما بيقولوا، قربت ورا قوي من عيني هبتدي less than 25 centimeter we have distorted in the vision of your eye. So we have short sight قصر نظر like me, and we have long sight. Short sight which means can see the near object clearly but can't see the far object clearly. يعني شايفها بس مش واضحة. Short sight. The long sighted person can see the far object clearly without glasses. يعني من غير نظارة ممكن يقرأ الحاجة البعيدة. But can't see the near object clearly. يعني لما without glasses مثلا as a book or story without glasses the person will make it far from his or her eyes. يبعدها شوية عشان يبتدي يشوفها لأنه هو عنده long sighted. So we have to know the the reasons of long-sighted person and the short-sighted person. From this comparison, we have short sight and long sight. Short sight, number one. هنا هقول له ايه؟ The eyeball increase. اللي هي العين نفسها بتبتدي يحصل فيها تضخم. Eyeball increases. Okay, the first reason. If the eyeball increase, the eye lens, عدسة العين هتتشد. صح؟ يبقى eye lens more convex. More what? Convex. And we know convex lens converge the light rays, بتجمع اللايت. So the image is formed before the retina. What is meant by retina اللي هي بالعربي اسمها الشبكية. المفروض الامج is formed on the retina. الصورة تتجمع على الريتنا اللي هي الشبكية بتاعت العين. هنا الامج is formed before أو in front of the retina. So here we correct the vision here من نعالجه بإيه؟ by يعني هنا vision correction by concave lens. Concave what? Lens. And we have the opposite here as long-sighted person. The opposite in the 3 points. Number one, most people more than 40 years اللي هم أكتر من 40 سنة ممكن يصابوا باللونج-sighted أو long-sightedness. هنا eyeball decreases. Eyeball decreases. So if the eyeball decreases, as here increase, here decreases. Number two, eye lens less convex, not more convex. Less. Here we have more convex. So the image is formed here before the retina. Here the image is formed after the retina. يعني ورا الشبكية. So number four, how can we correct this vision defects? By using convex lens. By using what lens? By using convex lens. So if we know the reasons of short-sighted person, we can know the reason of long-sighted person. نقدر نعرف الفرق ما بينهم هما الاثنين. And here we have a video and we can mention from this video how can we deal with a long-sighted person and short-sighted person. From this video we can, any image is formed in which place, as you see here in this video. Here, as we have many types of lenses. عندنا أنواع كتيرة من العدسات. The image here in what? In short sight. بصوا this arrow, this white arrow. The image is formed before the retina. The image should be formed on the retina. But in short-sighted person, الحالة اللي احنا درسناها اللي هي has short-sightedness اللي هو عنده قصر نظر, the image is formed before the retina here. So can see the near object clearly but can't see the far object clearly. At the same time, we have image should be is formed what? On what? In normal, on what? On the retina here. So the image in normal person is formed on what? On the retina, as you see on the right side from the lens. Okay? But in short-sighted, the image is formed before the retina. And we correct the sight here by using what? By using concave. By using what? By using concave lens to diverge light rays to form the image on the retina, because we know concave lens diverge the light ray, بتشتت اللايت. فهنا to form the image on the retina. And we have another case, as we see here, we have long-sighted person اللي عنده طول نظر. Long-sighted not a good thing in our life. واحد يقول لك عنده طول نظر ده شيء كويس. But in this case, this person can't see the near object clearly. So here the image is formed after the retina or behind the retina, as you see هنا behind the retina. So we should correct the site here by using what? By using convex lens, as you see here, to make the image formed on what? On the retina. So, dear students, as you see, we have to compare between the short-sighted and long-sighted person using this video to mention the difference between short-sighted person and long-sighted person by your understanding. And أنا بفهم الكيس, and if we know one of them, we can mention or can understand the opposite cases in the other side of this person. يعني.
Okay, we've got our caller. معنا ولية أمر ميليسيا من القاهرة. أهلا وسهلا بحضرتك.
الو، مساء الخير.
مساء الخير.
اولا انا بحب اشكر استاذ محمد جدا على الحاجات المفيده اللي بيديها لنا، واحنا كنا مستنيين بصراحه الهوا ده من زمان، ان احنا بتقف معانا اسئله بنبقى عايزين نعرفها واحنا بنذاكر لاولادنا.
خلي كمان ميليسيا تبقى تتصل بينا.
نعم.
ميليسيا برضو خليها تشاركنا.
هي بس خجوله شويه فبتخليني انا اللي اتصل.
بس احنا طبعا اكيد بيساعدنا ان انتوا تكونوا مبسوطين من البرنامج ومستفيدين.
احنا كنا مستنيين الهوا ده من زمان بصراحه، ومع يعني استاذ محمد بيشرح لنا كويس جدا.
ميرسي جدا.
فربنا يوفقه ان شاء الله.
شكرا جزيلا لحضرتك.
ميرسي. معلش انا عندي بس سؤال كنت عايزه اعرفه.
اتفضلي.
بيقول mention the image if the object.
Mention the image.
The object.
If the object.
At distance.
At distance.
More than. Double focal.
Focal
length in front.
length in.
حضرتك تقدر تكمل السؤال؟ تقدر تستنبطه؟
هو mention the image at distance more than double focal length in front of, maybe we have two cases, maybe in front of convex mirror convex lens, or maybe in front of concave mirror.
معلش طبعا هو الخط قطع، فيا ريت لو حضرتك تحاولي تتصلي بينا مرة
We can answer according to the two cases. يعني we have two cases here. Maybe this question in front of concave mirror or maybe in front of convex lens. So how can we answer? I will try to predict the answer from the first type of this question. Here we have to use on the we should use number one, as you see here, we will use the ruler to make distance equal to distances as we see here. Then we will use what here, dear students? Then we will use a protractor to draw as image here, as lens and or mirror. Here we will use this protractor to draw the concave lens here. Then we have to put the two equal distances as we have here, pole of the mirror, and here we have focus, here we have center of curvature at equal distances. The object in front of you at distance how many? At distance more than double focal length. يعني after center of curvature. So we have to put the first rule and second rule. Number one, light ray parallel to the principal axis. Parallel to the principal axis. And we know from the first lesson as mirrors, the light ray will reflect through focus, as you see here. And the next point here, the light ray will pass it through focus and then reflect parallel to the principal axis as you see in front of you. In here, now in this case, we have intersection of the refracted light rays as in this point. So here, how can we mention the image, the properties of the image here, as the image is inverted, real, because it can be received on a screen as we studied before at the beginning of our episode today, and at the same time diminished يعني مصغر at or between what and what, between F focus and center of curvature. Here, if we deal with this question as what? As image in front or object in front of concave what? Concave mirror here as a prediction يعني زي ما قلنا prediction. Okay, mirror in concave mirror. But if we have the same question هناخد نفس السؤال the image if the object at distance more than double focal length in front of convex lens. What here? هناخدها as what here? As convex lens. ممكن here ممكن نعملها كده اهو convex lens. By using ruler as you see here we have to draw 4 equal distances. How many? 4. Why? Because lens has 2 foci, 2 centers of curvature. So we have here, for example, here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and here. So at the middle, we will put light or ray here to mention the point of refraction. عشان نعرف الريفراكشن حصل فين. So we have here center of curvature, focus, optical center, focus, and center of curvature. So how can we deal with this problem? How can we put the object at distance more than double focal length after center of curvature from any side? واحد يقول لي from right side or from left side, from any side as you like. So we take the first light ray parallel to the principal axis. Here this light ray will refract, not reflect. Refract through focus, and the other light ray will pass through focus, and this light ray will refract parallel to the principal axis. Here we have the image is formed as you see here, dear students, at this point, as the image is what? As you see, the image is inverted, real, and diminished يعني مصغر. At the same time, between what and what? Between F and what and C. Between F and C as you see in front of you. يبقى أنا كده عرفت the first question. I think we have another question.
Yeah.
Mirror has 1 focus while lens has 2 foci. Yes. Mirror has 1 focus because mirror is apart from 1 sphere. يبقى هنا mirror is a part from 1 sphere. So mirror has 1 focus, while lens what has our lens
And the collective lens as well.
collective lenses or lenses, any lenses as collective or diverging or converging lenses, any type. Any lens is apart from 2 spheres because any lens have or has 2 faces, not only 1 face like mirror. So lenses are a part of 2 spheres. So I think we can differentiate between mirrors and lenses from this point of comparison as part from 1 sphere, part from 2 spheres. So mirrors have 1 center of curvature, 1 center of curvature and 1 focus, or while lenses have 2 centers of curvature and 2 foci. Foci as radius radii. Here we have focus and foci between on the 2 sides of the lenses or the lens faces. Okay.
All right, I have a question here.
Okay.
It says give reasons for.
Give reason for.
Yeah.
Yes.
The object that is placed at the focus of a convex lens has no image.
Excellent. Thank you, Yasser, for this question. Object at focus.
Yeah, the
No
object
image.
that is placed at the focus of a convex lens has no image.
Excellent. تمام. يبقى if the object at focus no image. يعني we can't see anything. Why? By little يعني by using the rules we can deduce. We have here, as we see here, okay, if we have objects, as we know here, we have as you see here, we have center of curvature, we have focus here, we have center of curvature, and we have focus here. Okay, focus, center of curvature, focus, and center of curvature. Here we have optical center. So we have object at focus here, object at what? At focus. So no image. Why? Because we will apply rule number one. Now, rule number one, light ray parallel to the principal axis refract through focus. Okay, and we apply rule number three. Okay, light ray passes through the optical center. No intersection of the refracted light rays in this side. We have no what? Intersection of the refracted light rays on this side. At the same time, if we try to make another intersection of the extensions of the refracted light rays here on this side, we have no intersection. So give reason for no object if the or no image if the object at focus, because no intersection of refracted light rays or their extensions. So no image. يبقى أنا in front of lens, but we can't see anything. Thank you, Yasser, for this question, because it deal with three main points in our lesson today as the behavior of light ray, and we have here a special case as an exception to deal with object in front of lens but we have no image. يعني أنا واقف يعني قدام العدسة ومش شايف بيه حاجة because no intersection of refracted rays or their extensions. Okay, we have many problems here, dear students, as we have a problem to apply. Number one, from object at distance, maybe more than focal length but less than double focal length. We know the distances here from mirrors and lenses. عرفنا خلاص الكلام ده. But we should mention the properties of the image according to the rule number one, rule number two, rule number three. بيقول لي the object at distance greater than focal length but less than double focal length. طبعا here we talk about what? We talk about, but here we talk about what? We talk about the lens, and we know convex lens. If the object, we will put four equal distances, P, F, and C. P, F, and C equal to each other at the بعض 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters. For example, some students maybe put them 4, 4, 4, and 4. So if the object at distance greater than focal length but less than double focal length as in this point. So number one, the light ray will parallel to the principal axis. It will refract through focus in this side. And if the light ray pass through focus in this side, will refract what? Parallel to the principal axis in this side. So how can we deal with this problem or the properties of the image? As we see, the image appears in this area or in this place. So the image is what? The image, as you see, is inverted, يعني not upright, يعني مقلوبة، الصورة مقلوبة. Number two, real. Number three, magnified or enlarged, مكبرة, magnified. And number four, what? After what? After center of curvature. As we see, the object is here and center of curvature is here, so the object at distance more than double focal length or after center of curvature. So, dear students, from these problems, we can mention the properties of the image by using طبعا rule number 1, light ray parallel to the principal axis, refract through focus, and rule number 2, light ray parallel or passes through focus, so the light ray here will refract parallel to the principal axis. So here we have to differentiate between convex lens and the concave lens. هنعمل compare بقى to collect all main points in our lesson today. As we see here, convex lens and concave lens. We talk about what lens? Number 1, convex lens, it what converges أو converge يعني converging lens يعني مجمعة يعني collect light rays. The incident rays what is collected or are collected after their refraction. After refraction يبقى convex lens what converges light rays after refraction. While at the same time we have concave lens, and we should know concave lens what? Concave lens diverge يعني بتشتت the incident rays after what? Their what? Refraction. After their refraction. So number 1, we know the case or the behavior and the opposite behavior. Rule number 2 or point number 2, it usually forms what? Real image. Convex lens form usually in all cases except one case. So here we have طبعا real image. At the same time, it always form what? Virtual images. يعني not real image as concave lens. Number C, in convex lens, it is its focus is real, but concave lens, its focus is virtual because its focus is formed due to intersection of extensions of refracted light rays. So here we know now, dear students, how can we deal or differentiate between concave and convex lens from the point of comparison. If we know the main 3 points here as A, B, and C, we can know the opposite side as A, B, and C. Okay. Here we can differentiate between real image and virtual image. Real image in concave or convex lenses, and we have at the other side the virtual image in concave or convex mirrors. So real image, number 1, can be received on a screen. On what? A screen. Virtual image يبقى can't be received on a screen. Can't be received on a screen. Real image is formed due to intersection of reflected rays in mirrors or refracted rays in lenses. Intersection of refracted light rays or reflected light rays. While here in virtual image is formed due to what? Extensions or intersections of extensions of refracted light rays in lenses or reflected light rays in the mirror. يبقى كده لازم نعرف how can we compare between real image and virtual image.
Okay, I have a problem. Are you ready for it?
Problem?
Yeah.
In what?
It is a convex lens
Yes.
with a focal length of 10 centimeters.
Yes.
An object was placed at a distance of 20 centimeters from the lens.
So we have focal length equal how many?
Focal
This
length
problem,
10
yes.
centimeters.
And the object at distance?
20 centimeters.
So here the object at distance equal 20 centimeters. So the object at center of curvature.
Yeah.
So
It says assign the distance of the object's image from the lens and mention its properties.
okay, if the object in mirrors or lenses at center of curvature, at center of curvature, the image will be at the center of curvature and equal in size.
Yeah.
In mirrors and in lenses. If the object at center of curvature, the image at center of curvature, but in lens in the other center of curvature on the other side. And they are equal in size. They are what? Equal in size and real, because the image is inverted or upside down, as we know. So if we imagine the place of object, we can remember according to rule number one, rule number two, rule number three, how can we detect the position of the image. But we should know by drawing, as we see here. لازم أرسم. Some students maybe remember or receive the information like that, and the exam write, for example, the image is what, and what. From what you can deduce this answer, we should draw by your hand, by your ruler, by protractor or compass to make the arc here or here. So, dear students, as we see here, the vision as from the main point in our lesson today, we know vision, person here see the object, and this image is formed on the retina. Retina at the back side of the eyeball here, retina here. Okay, as the image is formed on what? On the retina. So the vision is a take place. يعني الرؤية بتحصل لما الامج is formed on what? On the retina, اللي هي الشبكية. At the same time, vision is formed when the object at يعني الامج on the retina, but at the same time we have long-sighted person and short-sighted person. Sometimes we use contact lenses. Contact what? Lenses اللي هي بيسموها العدسات لاصقة. So contact lenses made of what? Made of plastic. طبعا not in with glass. Made with or from plastic. Okay? To avoid hurt your eyeball اللي هو العين نفسها. So contact lenses use instead of glasses. يعني contact lenses is used or are used instead أو بديلا لي instead of eye glasses. النظارات طبعا يعني eye أو medical eye glasses. طيب contact lenses stick بتلزق ازاي؟ ما بتقعش ليه من العين؟ stick with eye ball with eye
Saliva.
No, saliva and mouth. Yes,
I mean,
fluids.
Fluids, yeah.
Yes. Stick with eye ball with eye fluids. Maybe we'll use saliva to stick stamps.
Yeah.
Not contact lenses. So I know, Yasser, you joke with me at this point here. So here we have made of plastic. Number two, stick with eye lenses or eyeball with fluid. Eye fluid يعني سوائل العين هي اللي بتلزقها. And so dear students here, from the contact lenses we can mention the made of what? Made of eyeglass. Not like eyeglass, sorry, from plastic. At the same time, contact lenses used to detect or to stick with the eye lens by what? By fluid, eye fluid. We can see this video to show the contact lenses, as you see here, to put the contact lenses to stick with the eye, as you see here, as from the front side or from the back side here, to stick contact lens with the eye by eye fluids. We have no sticky substances. ما بنلزقهاش بحاجة يعني by what here, as you see here, by eye fluid to stick the contact lenses made of plastic. You have a question or anything, Yasser?
Not yet.
Because I have some questions.
Yeah, okay. I have some questions, but I'm delaying them till the end.
Okay. So here we have some questions as number one. Complete the following statements. A phenomenon of the light bouncing off. Here we talk about light bouncing off, which means returning back. in the same medium when it meets a reflecting surface is called what? As we know, light reflection, not refraction, because we say bouncing off, which means returning back. Number 2, the point that is in the middle of the reflecting surface, middle of what surface? Reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is called what? It's called pole of the mirror. Pole of the mirror. Number 3, radius of concave mirror is equal what of focal length? We know radius of concave mirror is what? Is equal twice or double twice what? Focal length or double focal length. Okay. Number 4 is the image that can be received on a screen. We know image can be received on a screen is called real image. Can be received on a screen in convex lenses or concave mirrors. Next question is the incident ray parallel to the principal axis of the concave mirror. It will reflect and passing through. We parallel to the principal axis, and we know it will reflect through focus of the mirror. The next question, number 6, the focal length of the convex lens equal the what distance, or the distance between what and what? We know focal length, distance between focus and what? We talk here in the mirror, or a lens, we talk in lens. So, and optical center, or maybe to the center of curvature. Okay? Number 7, the convex lens, what the ray fall on it? The convex lens, what ray? بيقول convex lens. We know convex lens collect light rays or converge, like concave mirror. Convex lens and the concave mirror collect or converge the ray, converge the ray, or the rays fall on it. Next one is the convex lens, the distance between its focus and the optical center equal 10 centimeters. So the double focal length equal how many? We know focal length, focus and the optical center is focal length, and the focal length here equal 10 centimeters. So the double focal length equal 20 centimeters.
All right, I have a question. Give reasons for.
Give reason?
Yeah, give reasons for. It says the focal vertex of the thick convex lens is less than the thin convex lens.
You like this question?
Yeah.
Maybe from the previous or the last one.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to collect
Yes.
all the questions related to lenses.
Yes, you talk here about focal vertex, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, focal vertex of
the thick convex lens.
Of thick convex lens is
less than the
less
thin convex lens. And try to do it quickly because we're running out of time.
okay, then thin convex lens. Okay, here we have convex lens. We talk about what? We talk about focal vertex. So we replace focal vertex with what? With radius. We know radius of curvature is double focal length, and the focal vertex here, which means focal length. So radius of thin, and complete the question as as the answer. Radius, we replace just focal vertex with radius. Radius of thick convex lens is less than thin convex lens. Okay, so dear students, at the end of this episode, I hope we can mention the concept of light ray through the lenses, especially the convex lenses. contact lenses and the vision defects according to long-sighted and short-sighted person. In the next episode, we will try to review all these points as lesson 1, lesson 2 at the same time with some types of questions.
All right.
You have a...
I was just going to ask you about what will we do on our next episode. I'd like to thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Mahmoud, for being with us and for
thank you, Yasser, for your interaction with me.
Thank you.
You're joking with me at the saliva.
Well, anyway,
yes.
Thank you very much. With that, we come to the end of this episode. Dear students of the third prep grade, we've had lesson 2, or we completed actually lesson 2 of unit 2, lenses, and on our next episode we'll be having a general review. وما تنسوش معادنا دايما مع حلقات الشهادة الإعدادية يوميا من 6:30 حتى 7:30. يا رب تكونوا مستفيدين من حلقاتنا. And until we meet you again, we wish you all the best. Goodbye.